Well, we're back again with yet another poll video because there's another Gala showcase and Ketchi is kinda crazy. Note, it's Ketchi, not Cat Sìth, because it's not it's a Gaelic name, right? I always try my best to find the origin or the etymology of what other names are and pronounce them to the best of my ability, but you know what? That's completely unrelated, that's not what you're here for, so let's get started with the polls. I've left the daily deal untouched, and so we'll get with that, starting with 54.4k Wamite. I think that was 59 single tickets, 5 tenfolds, so that is somewhere in the realms of like 600, almost 700 polls that I've banked up, and of course we start with a 3-star dragon. Well, at least they sell for rupees as well as Eldwater. So, as always, building up the pity rate with the single folds to maximise the number of pulls that we do with enhanced rates. And yes, I would do this even if I was only using Wamite as well. As always, I'll put the reason for why I do this in the description. And also, as always, feel free to skip to the end if you just want to see the final damage report, because I will put stickers for everything that I pull in terms of dupes and new pulls, and you'll be able to see all the shiny stuff at the end. It's all visual as well, it's not just part of the journey. You can skip the journey and get to the destination if you so wish. As for recent developments, well, I don't know. Do I share this stuff with you guys? Like, I think just over an hour ago, I received my 30 days notice of termination from my job. So, I've got a bit more time on my hands. I think the timing is a bit unfortunate, what with the whole COVID business, but in general, I think I'll be okay. Oh, okay, this is completely unexpected. I've been waiting for Gala Alex for a while. This is a nice one. Nice. Well, this is some good news. I've been waiting for Gala. I regretted pulling, well, not, going deeper for Gala Alex, because I was like, hey, there's probably going to be a limited showcase right around the corner. And, I don't know what came after Gala Alex. There was some limited showcases. Was it the Monster Hunter stuff that came after Gala Alex? And I ended up missing Hunter Cerise anyway, so it's not like could those pulls I didn't use for Gala Alex have gone towards Hunter Cerise? I don't know. I'm still kind of upset about not getting Hunter Cerise when she was available. Because she actually goes into quite a lot of Water Adventurer's backlines as well for her co-ability. But you know what, Gala Alex from this, I'm okay with this. I'm definitely okay with this. Again, the trademark of my pull videos is that we get funky audio every now and again. But yeah, we got Gala Alex with 52 single summon tickets remaining, so we'll pull a 42 for the rate up. More funky audio shenanigans. But yeah, damn, Gala Alex after how many months has it been? Has it been about 4 months? Oh, that means Gala Mars is also in the pool as well, huh? I would like a Gala Mars. I skipped Gala Mars' showcase as well, because I was like, there's limited banners, right? And, there's always the chance of getting them off focus on future Gala showcases. As what I'm aiming for this current showcase, then yeah, obviously I want to get Ketchi, because she is absolutely busted. She is the Gala Mars of the Shadow Element. I don't know what to say, like, a huge power spike for all Dark Adventurers. Like, on the DPS sims, I think Glio has climbed by like another 20% depending on what you set the team DPS to. And, that's just the nature of Glio. She's such a strong support that even things that happen to buff other adventurers make her more powerful overall, because with such a strong support kit, you know, she ends up doing a lot in terms of team DPS as well. Yeah, I never actually checked if there was a new 4-star alongside, like with the Rhythmic Resolutions event. I think people keep on going on about the, I believe it's like Catherine's maids? Becky, for example. People are going nuts for Becky, they want Becky, but as far as I can tell, when they were data mined for their portraits and whatnot, the IDs they were assigned weren't within the set of IDs that adventurers typically get assigned. So, without really looking into the showcase, I'm not entirely sure about whether or not, you know, she's going to be an adventurer. I'm getting a higher occurrence of funky audio things. So give me a second, I'm gonna move things around. Okay, 42 tickets remaining. That should indicate that we've reached the next... Yep. So next summon... Well, the pity rate's gone up, right? 6.5%? 6.5%. Right, let's go with the tenfold. Let's see what we get. Three dubs. More funky audio. Man, that sure is happening a lot. Nothing too outstanding here as far as I can tell. Well, at least with the 4-star dragons, I can dump some moonstones into them and convert them into more Eldwater. Okay, just had a quick reset of the recording. Let's get straight back into things with another tenfold. And what am I hoping for? Yeah, Ketchi. If I happen to get Gala Mars, that's a big bonus. The fact that I got Gala Alex already, like off focus, is pretty damn amazing. Very fortunate. But we do have a 5-star in the circle. It's a sword. Besides Gala Alex, I'm not sure if I was missing anything in terms of 5-star swords. Ooh. Summer Saliera? Ah! Alright, Eugene, welcome aboard. Okay, yeah, I didn't count Eugene as one of the adventurers I was missing, but sure. On focus, I guess. Shouldn't be too surprised. But we are still waiting for Ketchi. Will I stop when I get Ketchi? Possibly? Okay, so we're gonna use single summons again. Got a wand. Amane, the hater of dragons. Yeah, I think I'm still only aiming for Ketchi. If I happen to get Catherine on the way, sure, but I'm still gonna keep going for Ketchi. If I happen to get Gala Mars, wonderful. If I don't, you know what, I think I'll get over it. Right, will I get over it? Maybe, I don't know. I mean, with the 2nd anniversary on the, over the horizon, a few months down the line, I believe there's potential for rate ups for all the Gala adventures, like we saw with the 1st anniversary. Ah, Varrica. If you don't have Varrica, Varrica is actually suddenly quite useful now. With the release of the Ayaha and Otaha fight, I believe Gala Elizans are using, Varrica's skill share to stand in as a support / healer character, while everyone else does more DPS. Getting quite a high number of 4-stars. Which, I'm not going to complain, it's extra Eldwater, and with all the skill shares that people are using, you know, you have to push them to 50, I believe 50? Yeah, 50 nodes on the mana circle to even skill share, and for some characters you actually want to level up their skill 1 to level 4 as well, which takes even more. I guess it doesn't take Eldwater, but a lot of the time in terms of power we're being gated by how much Eldwater we have, and most pressing is, you know, the golden toilet paper, or more formally, Champion's Testaments. Nurse Aileen, she has a stun cleanse on her heal, I believe, so it might be quite useful to put on a Gala Elizan as well. Though, as per whether it's a regen or a flat heal, I'm not sure. The main meta for Ayaha and Otaha at the moment seems to be mostly composed of burn resist adventurers, so I guess a stun heal isn't too bad. Could be quite useful if people get clipped by attacks, like I find myself clearing with Lazari. I still get clipped quite often with stunning attacks. Oh goodness, 3 5-stars. Okay, that's a dragon, that's a... was that a blade? Oh, I'm missing Gala Lucre as well, right? And that was a 5-star heat, that was a staff, right? Am I missing any 5-star healers? I guess not. Oh no, Poseidon, please. I have far too many Poseidons. Duplicate Natalie. These are all off-focus adventurers. Okay, I guess that's that. 3 duplicates. Okay. Back to the single summons to build up pity rate yet again. Would I be happy walking away from this showcase with just Gala Alex? I mean, yeah, Gala Alex is nice, and Gala Alex might be the one adventurer that doesn't benefit as much from Ketchi as the others, due to the rate at which she uses her skills. But, you know, by the point that Gala Alex actually runs out of the bonus skill damage from Ketchi, Expert Kayan's probably dead at that point already, right? I mean, I've been sort of explaining my theories to people, you know, well, yesterday when Ketchi was first announced. Like, yeah, Gala Alex is gonna be heavily front-loaded damage with Ketchi, and as a fight drags on, if you don't get enough Dragon Gauge to sort of replenish with Ketchi's skill and the ability that restores another 8 charges of bonus skill damage, then yeah, Gala Alex's damage is gonna taper off the longer a fight drags out. Huh, my device casting cut out for a short moment there. We're back. And yeah, 4-star Voginoi. No, that's not Voginoi, that's Strybog. But yeah, Strybog, not the most useful of dragons nowadays. What are we pushing to? Is it still 22 tickets? We'll reach 22 tickets and I'll double check. Maybe? It's 3 dubs. That is a Fritz. Man, we still haven't seen much of Fritz. Hopefully, like, the Shadow Agito gives people a reason to use is it blindness resist characters? Curse resist characters? I'm not entirely sure what resistance Fritz is. But yeah, 10 more summons, so that means we hit the pity rate, and it's back to the tenfold. No indicators of anything, no dubs, no rainbows, no Fafnirs, so we're most likely going to be using another tenfold after this. 4-star dagger, okay, let's push through this. Luther, I believe people used him to clear Hybrim Hilda, right? As for Yuya, he's a bit odd. I think people use him for his co-abilities. Maybe. I'm less sure. A single 4-star from this summon. I skipped the dropping. Wasn't too impressed. Unless the last one happens to be a 5-star now, but not. It is Patia. Patia is not a bad adventurer, but as always, 4 stars are not the name of the game here. No indicators again with this one. Yep. 2 4 stars, that is rather sad for a poll. That is a crying child in the background. Such is life when you live in an apartment building. I can't imagine children are very happy with the state of lockdown in this country at the moment. Hi. Man, he really could have done with a mana spiral. I feel like he was sort of dead on arrival. He arrived very closely to, I believe, Gala Ranzel, and then Wedding Alazan after that was really just the final nail in the coffin. Man, really not getting much from these 10-folds at the moment. Four-star Lance. Right, we will see what we've got. What are we working with here? Well, I suppose I have all the 4 stars, right? Yeah, it's another Patia. Another one to the collection. Not that we can really collect duplicate adventurers, huh? Well, we collect their tears in the form of Veldwater. Actually no, I think those are our tears. Oh! Skip the circle again! I think I'm getting quite impatient. But I believe that was 4 stars. Goodness me. Still not pity broken? Still not pity broken. Hey, another 10-fold. Another 10-fold. And with this we dip below the 50k Wormite mark. Although I suppose we do still have quite the number of single summon tickets. Oh, 1 5-star is not a nice way to pity break, but I suppose it'll do. It is a dragon, however. Will I stop if I get Ketchi here? Probably? I mean, what else am I aiming for? There's also Catherine to consider. Do I want to pull Catherine? Ooh, I'm unsure about that. Oh yeah, she is non-limited, so it doesn't really make sense. Ooh, okay, Styx. Styx for Eugene, I guess, and nobody else, because dear God, is Styx bad for everyone but Catherine and Eugene, and even then, it's debatable as to whether or not Styx actually... Did I just go straight for the 10-fold? That was a mistake. But yeah, Styx... I'm not even sure if he stacks up well against Catherine and Eugene. Against like dragons like Siren, and I guess Dragonule Jan. That is a WhatsApp noise. Oops. Get rid of that. Oh, and especially Gavner and Trenna, like, if you're running, like, I don't know, I think Gavner and Trenna is the biggest competition for Styx, in terms of using on Catherine and Eugene. And even then, like, Styx is so tailored towards Catherine and Eugene, like, he can't possibly be good on any other adventurers. So, I'm not even sure if Styx is worth using on adventurers that aren't... Like, it's not worth it to dump resources into Styx to use for Catherine and Eugene. Unless, for example, I was going to try and make some ridiculous YouTube video about, 300% strength Eugene checkmate? So the modifiers have been released. Checkmate hits for 2,500%, which is a decent number. but compound that with potentially another 200% multiplier, and that's additional 200%, so that ends up being 300% total power, is 7,500%. And if you multiply that with, like, say, the 20% strength buff from his zone, 20% of 7,500 is another 1,500%, so that's like 9,000 power. Consider the fact that there's inspiration as well for a guaranteed crit. That's another 1.7 times multiplier at base. And then you have another 20%, so it could be a 1.9 times multiplier if you're firing it off with the extra crit damage from Eugene's S1 phase 3. Yeah. Checkmate has the ability to hit ridiculously hard, but I do see the rainbow in that crystal. So we have indeed been pity broken. What am I hoping for? Ketchi? Yeah. That is a bow? I do not believe I'm missing any 5-star bows. So we've been pity broken by a dupe? Yep. Louise got her recent spiral. I believe she does do some ridiculous damage, because she deals bonus damage based on the percentage of health she has remaining. I believe there is a term for it from that people have adapted from Grand Blue Fantasy, but I'm not sure what it's called. Is it stamina? So people tend to refer to characters like Veronica, Natalie, as enmity characters, which is a term used in Grand Blue Fantasy. But Louise is the sort of opposite of that, dealing extra damage when she's at full health. And I believe we're yet to see any other adventurers quite like that. I mean, of course we have adventurers that have abilities that are like, plus 30% skill damage when you're at full health, plus 15% strength at full health or something along those lines, but nothing baked into skills, which is what we see with Louise's Mana Spiral. But yeah, this is definitely a Ketchi waiting room at this point. I suppose I can also talk about the other content that I've started working on, or at least I've released recently. So, I think like yesterday, was it the day before? Was it Saturday? Yeah, Saturday I released the fight guide for Ayaha and Otaha, and that's brought, you know, an influx of new traffic, because this is the first time I've released a fight guide at all, and on top of that it's a fight guide for newly released content. So for those of you that are new to the channel and you've actually managed to watch this point of the video, then I suppose, yeah, this kind of video is up your alley. But yeah, you know what, I should have done this kind of intro, you know, near the beginning of the video, because this is sort of the other thing that my channel's known for. We've been pity broken by the single folds. Well, it's not even a pity break, I just built up Gala Alisan, who I already have. Okay, duplicates are duplicates, I guess. So that was with 14 tickets remaining, and so we'll pull to 4 remaining before using the 10 folds. Or not. Okay. This is fine. Another axe? Come on, really? Oh, Alright, Julieta. Still kinda bad. Or at least, I say still, but she was actually pretty good when the game was first released. It's just so much more has happened since then. Shadow overtook everyone else. Shadow went from being the worst element to the best, by a long shot. Goodness me, things have taken a severe turn. When did it really start to go bad? Like, Ieyasu was Ieyasu was kind of crazy. Like, he was just, you know, heads and shoulders above everyone else just because of Bleed. Bleed was the broken mechanic back then. And then it was Glio. Glio happened. And ever since Glio, Shadow was never the same. I mean, we had a short period of time where High Jupiter was a thing, before Glio came along, and I believe the first clear of like some level of High Jupiter was with an Althemia, and this was before Mana Spirals even. It's like, it goes to show that, like, while I am pulling for Ketchi, like, I think a lot of content is designed around like a lower level than the absolute peak. Maybe not at... I mean, I was about to say maybe not at master level, but that's really just a side effect of the community, you know, preferring safer clears, and the sooner you end the fight, the safer it is. And, you know, with that objective in mind, people will gate for Mars and Halloween Lowen rooms in Master Vault. Whether or not Mars is considered like a must-have, I'm not sure. I do believe in some cases where rooms are coordinated with regards to like when you activate Mars' last boost ability. I do believe Konohana Sakya actually stacks up against Mars. Okay. But in terms of just sheer number of casts, like, Mars really just does something, you know? Along with a strength buff as well, and being able to activate it twice, like, man, really? Yeah, it's funny how they didn't really give Ketchi the ability to recharge her S1 with, well, her skill with dragon attacks. I suppose it would be a bit much. Depending on the number of hits that skill does, it could restore possibly another charge or two of, you know, the bonus skill damage. But then again, if you could use it twice, the one that you got from the first cast of the skill would probably just get consumed by the second cast of the skill anyway, right? Or at least maybe it'll return itself. It's hard to say. Haven't pulled Ketchi, haven't used her, haven't looked at any gameplay videos of her. That's a single summon, not what I want. Goodness me. Oh, that is a rainbow. Two 5-stars, and that's a lance. Catherine? Sword? Catherine... Xanfrid... Silas. Silas has been pretty indispensable in my auto experts yellow runs. So I think it is kind of broken at the moment, because I did use Grace. Oh, Summer Saliera. No complaints there. Still a Ketchi waiting room though, however. Yeah, use Summer Saliera. I believe she's actually used quite... She might be used in Expert Ayaha and Otaha for her ability to inflict Bog. Like, Bog inflictors are actually quite desired in that fight, because Cygames suddenly decided, hey, being able to Bog someone more than once is fairly useful. Which is nice, they've given the Bog characters a new lease of life, essentially. I've just realised I've gone and used another tenfold without building up my pity rate with single summons first. Which I suppose wasn't a problem this time around, because we didn't get a 5-star in this. But it is a bit inefficient. Even if it did... well, like it didn't bite me in the ass this time around. But yeah. Impatience is not good. Well, got the Fafnirs. And that's a 1 5-star and... Oh, that's a bow. Come on. Hold on. Where's the dragon? Alright. Well, that's going to be another duplicate. It's a Louise as well. What are the odds? Okay, well, probability given that I had a 5-star bow, it's probably something like 1 in 5, right? 1 in 4, depending on the number of 5-star bows in the pool. Scarlet Cerise is included, there's Nefaria, Hawk. Are there other 5-star bows? Gala Cerise? Have I mentioned Cerise? I'm not sure. Right, Kuhai. Yet another duplicate Kuhai. Goodness me. And now comes to the controversial part of the video where I start using Wurmite on single folds. And also the point where I have to start keeping track of numbers, which is annoying. I don't have neat number of single summon tickets left to track how many single folds I've done. So now starts the point where I start to bounce between the different screens a lot just to check how many single summons I've done. Either way, I believe we are 5 single summons into the pity rate. Summon number 6. Number 7. I suppose I can also keep track with like the ending digits. So 2 more from now would be any digit of Wurmite that, well, any amount of Wurmite that ends with a 40. Right, onto the tenfolds, and hopefully we get Ketchi sooner than later. I mean, like, the other argument that people seem to say, that I hear anyway, about not using single folds is, oh wow, you get the guaranteed 4-star from the tenfolds. But, you know, that's not really what we're after. If you're putting on a showcase, it is very often not for the 4-star, unless it's like Halloween Fantasia 2, you're pulling for Halloween Lowen. But I don't think we've seen any showcases since where like the 4-star character is the, you know, the must pull that you want to walk away with. Perhaps with the Valentine's showcase back in the day, like the first one, where Valentine's Azalith was a decent pull for enabling burn compositions in Mercurial Gauntlet. But with so many new burners, you know, I think burn is largely self-sufficient now, because they also introduced a ridiculous amount of burning with mana spirals as well. I mean, no, everyone uses Marth now anyway. But there we have the rainbow in the background, and now 2 rainbows in our circle. Oh, that's a dragon, alongside with some visual glitches, but it's a lance. Okay, see what we're working with here? This could be a good tenfold. I take that back! Come on. Okay, I suppose we got Catherine as well. Now comes the pain point, where it really is just Nimis we're waiting. Nimis? Not Nimis. Ketchi that we're waiting for. Okay, so we start with 39,040 Wurmite, so we'll want to push to 37,840. If my maths is correct. Suppose subtracting 1200 from whatever number isn't too difficult, but you know, sometimes you want to be doubly sure. I hear a lot of people are upset about the fact that Cygames has combined the banners in terms of Gala and the Rhythmic Resolutions adventurers. But really, it only really takes away from the rate that the off-focus units would have gotten. Like, Ketchi is, I assume, still 0.8%, and you know, the number of on-focus adventurers or dragons doesn't really change that. The only thing it changes is, you know, the likelihood that you'll get duplicates of the other on-focus units. And yeah, I guess it could be quite frustrating, but considering that the other on-focus units are actually newly added to the pool, we're not going to see situations where, for example, you pull 4 Navids while aiming for Valentine's Hildegard. But yeah, now comes a point where it is Ketchi or bust. I mean, potentially another Styx might be welcome, but frankly, I'm not too fussed about putting more Styx. I don't want to put more resources into Styx because he's just so strange. Like, he fits Catherine and Eugene like too well, to the point where he's just terrible to use on any other water adventurer. My goodness. I suppose I would call Styx like a whale dragon. Like, if you're a whale, then yeah, Styx could be a lot of fun to use. But if you're not a whale, if you're a dolphin, getting Styx and... well, yeah, getting 1 or 2 Styx is going to be fairly disappointing. Like, you're not going to use him with 1 pull, or at least 1 copy of Styx. But we did see a 5-star staff there. I don't believe I'm looking for any 5-star staves. Zhang Zia is a useful healer in the new Expert Agito fight, or just the new Agito fight in general. But otherwise, not too much going on. I believe a lot of rooms are really opting to just go with 4 DPS and just skill sharing a single heal skill on typically Gala Elizan, because she's already in a support role. But really, Ketchi waiting room. And I think it's at this point where I realize that, oh goodness, it might be the case that I don't actually get Ketchi. So, what is my break point? When do I stop? I mean, I suppose the main concern is anniversary, 3 months down the line. Summons may be a bit better around anniversary time if they do rate up the Gala dragons and adventurers. So I think I'll leave myself with a buffer of about 20k Wormite. 3 months time I should be able to save up and reach another 50k Wormite by the point of the anniversary. $400 summons around anniversary is a fairly okay point, I guess. How many did we start this showcase with? About 600, right? Yeah? 500 to 600 summons were banked for this showcase. So... yeah, if we spend about 400 now, then we could conceivably save up and spend another 400 summons when 2nd anniversary rolls around. But this really is a Ketchi waiting room, huh? Well, looks like that is summon number 10. The appearance rates. Alright, in with the tenfolds. No indicators is never a good sign. And this is the lowest level of tenfold. 9 3 stars with a 4 star. Well, 4-star dragon is moonstone fodder, really. Which ain't too bad. Single dub for this one does not bode well. 3 4-stars. Do we really do we care about what the 4-stars are? Do we want to wait for the circle to drop? Am I getting impatient? Oh no, that was Templar Hope. Templar Hope being yet another, surprisingly, a mainstay of my auto UCL team. I don't think anyone saw this coming. Didn't realise that he'd rattle off iframes in such quick succession. Especially, like, with the regen that he grants the rest of the team, with the Agato sword, for example. The fact that it toggles to defense just happens to work for him as well. He's not really a damage dealer, like my Templar Hope has a Freya on him, which grants hit points and skill haste. So he doesn't hit hard. He's mostly there just to keep the rest of the team alive. For my auto expert CLO team, that would be Ranzel, Silas, and Grace. Although Grace's AI is a bit broken at the moment. For those that aren't aware, Grace isn't very good at dispelling things anymore, because she doesn't use her Force Strike unless she has hit points missing. So she doesn't get compelled to Force Strike to dispel enemy buffs. The sort of band-aid fix that players have found was to remove some healing double buff prints from her, to encourage her to Force Strike more often. But that is a 5-star dragon that we got there, alongside another sword. Hopefully it's Ketchi. I wouldn't mind a Gala Mars. I wouldn't mind Gavner and Trenna. That would be a good one. Chthonius is none of those dragons. He's a Shadow Dragon, not the right one. And a duplicate Eugene. Okay. When am I gonna get Ketchi, guys? Please? Mr. Side Games? Well, let's blow through the single folds again. Skip everything as much as we can. Build up that pity rate before we unleash it on tenfolds. Oh, gold. Okay. Not that I didn't have him already. I don't know why I was surprised. What am I hoping for? No. Why do I keep asking that question? I'm still waiting for Ketchi. Nothing's changed. As for Chthonius, like, I don't believe he's good in any situations at the moment. Like, Expert Kaiyan doesn't really last long enough for Chthonius' scaling strength to really, come into play. A lot of characters are opting to use Fatalis. Actually, that's a good point. Ketchi is used on, well, is the best dragon for the majority of the Shadow roster. The exceptions would be Durant, Linnea, and Delphi, since rather their damage doesn't come from skills, or at least in Delphi's case, comes from Force Strikes, which scale up strength. Linnea also scales up Force Strikes, and Durant just auto-attacks a lot. That is about it. I don't know why I waited for that 3-star dragon to drop. Anyway, back to the tenfolds. And we are gonna come close to hitting our limit, if not surpassing it. Trying to pull for Ketchi. This might be a sad summon video, guys. That danger is very much a thing here. Shao Jing! Excess sent to goodie box, that's how you know. That is the indicator that we've been at it for a while. Because our dragon box has filled with the 3-star dragons, typically. They even expanded our dragon storage recently. But I've still hit that limit. 5-star staff again? Ah! Second duplicate grace? Okay. Okay. Right, we're probably gonna go for like one more pity break. Or at least one more 5-star pull. And then we'll call it quits. Oh, goodness. This is quite the taxing pull. I suppose you guys might hear some tapping in the background. That is because, unfortunately, there is some construction going on across the road from me. It's been going on for months, honestly, and probably won't finish within the next year or two. That doesn't change the fact that my main issue here is not getting catchy. Please, Mr. Lost. One cat, please? Man, it's even reached the point of the pull video where I've like run out of things to say. There is nothing to say here. Just pure desire for a cat. Oh, this is it. This is the deciding summon, I guess? 2 5-stars? What are the odds that it's a Ketchi? Like, 1 in 5? Both of them are Lances? Ah, this is frustrating. I want the cat, guys! I want the cat! Hello, Lafner, you're new, but you're not a cat! Lafner is not a cat. Catherine, I guess her name starts with cat, but she's not a cat. Ah, come on, 24k, what am I? What did I say my limit was? 20k, right? Right, we'll go for one more. We'll go for one more. Ah, this is painful, guys. I want to get off Mr. Lost's wild ride. Ah, what is going on here? Okay, let's keep going. If you're still watching and you're unsure of why I use single folds, that's the reason I use single folds. If I'd used a 10-fold there and adventurer number 3 was Catherine, then I'd have come out of that 10-fold having put 1200 Wormite in and still not having increased pity rates. And yeah, now I've lost track of like Wormite count and how many summons we want to be using. I believe we want to be ending on an 80. Possibly? Or is it a 0? 5 more. So we want to be ending on an 80. How many Catherines is that now? Is that my first duplicate Catherine? Oh, okay, that's another 5-star. Is it a cat? One cat, please? One cat, please? That's one cat! This is wildly disappointing. Come on! Cat! Joachim is not a cat. Pulling is hard, guys. Joachim is not a cat. Orion looks like a cat, but is not a cat. Rex is most definitely not a cat. I feel like I'm slowly going insane. Oh, that is summon number 10 in our quest to build up the tenfold. And with that, you know, it is time to fall into despair and use the tenfold. This is a disappointing tenfold. I don't know why I'm waiting for the circle to fall. Is it the slim chance that the last one could transform into a rainbow? Maybe. That would make for a nice moment, right? Rainbow transformation. Suddenly a cat falls from the skies, but no, it's Strybog. Possibly the most useless 4-star dragon. Well, this is it. This is our final summon? I say this. Three 5-stars, okay. First one was a lance, that's a dragon. Is it a third Styx? That's a dagger. I'm missing a Mitsuba. Well, duplicate Catherine, number 3. Cat? That's not a cat! Ah! Come on, I'm missing out on a Gala dragon. Three Styxes! 3 Styxes! Cat! Cat! Yep, I think I am going insane, guys. I'm gonna... You know what? I feel like it's worth it to empty my coffers for this cat. Just you wait. Cygames is gonna come out with the limited bridal showcase right after this. And I'm gonna be just completely done. Completely done. You can't fool me. You're not a cat. Yes, it's my first Hastur, but Hastur is not a cat. Oh my god. Make the pain stop, guys. This is truly the worst timeline. Come on. Cat. Cat? Cat. Sweet baby Jesus. God can't help me now. In this world, Mr. Okada is God. And I feel like my cries are falling on deaf ears. Alright, I suppose most realistically, like, the limit is probably at about 8 to 10k Wormite, because at that point, starting a new pity break is unwise, to say the least. I suppose starting a new pity break would be... yeah, I suppose 9.6k would be our limit. If we don't have at least 9.6k, then we can't guarantee the pity break, as far as I can tell. But until then, we're gonna go for the cat. We're gonna go for the cat, guys. I do not see a cat here, guys. What's the problem? Mr. Lost, where is my cat? You've given me 3 Stixes, guys, but no cat. Do you really want me to make Eugene videos that badly, Mr. Lost? Because at this point, it's only two sunstones for me to get a maximum unbound Stix. I swear to God, if this circle gives me another Stix, that's a dagger. Who am I missing in terms of 5-star daggers? I guess I'm like Mitsuba would be nice. Mitsuba's quite well regarded within the Aiha and Otaha meta. That is not a Mitsuba. That is our second duplicate Galena. And with that, we dive back in for the cat. Mr. Lost, where is my cat, Mr. Lost? When will you right the wrongs? Yeah, this definitely feels like a slow descent into insanity. I can't imagine what it's like for you guys watching on the other side. Just to see me slowly go insane. There's nothing wrong there, right? Right? I imagine if my neighbors can hear me, they're just wondering if I'm going to try and get a cat in an apartment building. And no, I promise to my neighbors, I'm not going to get a physical cat. However, I can't promise that I'm going to get a virtual cat here either, because Mr. Lost won't give it to me. I believe we're supposed to use tenfold at this point. Yep. Mr. Cat, please? I suppose Ketchi is voiced by a woman, a female. Would be Mrs. Cat. I have skipped the dropping of the circles because I lack faith. Yeah, this is really where it starts to get tricky. Still no 5-star, okay. So many unicorns, please. I mean, I get I'll be turning them all into Elder Water anyway, but still. That is a rainbow. 3 5-stars. Sword. Star. Axe. Oh my goodness. Cygames, please, make it stop. That's a Xander. Samavarica. Xander is not seeing much use in Ayaha and Otaha. I believe people are waiting for a spiral for him, but what with his striker's strength? I don't think like that's a dead ability, right? Either way, we're gonna go in again because we have 10.6k Wormite, and I believe that is at least 10.6k. 10.6k. That is just under 100 summons worth. That's like 80 something, right? I think we can guarantee a pity rate break within that number of summons on a Gala showcase. So we're gonna go all in. We're gonna go all in for the cat. And then we're gonna go all in for the cat, end up with no cat, end up with a video that's well over an hour long at this point, I believe. So much pain. So much pain and suffering. This is going to turn out to be quite the video to edit. Well, on with the tenfolds. Let us spiral into desperation for a cat. No, I believe this is it. I can't guarantee a tenfold, well, guarantee a pity break with the amount of Wormite I have remaining, so it is unwise to go any further than this. 1 5-star dragon. I swear to God, if it sticks and not the cat. I'm nervous. That is not... You're not a cat. God, Eugene number 3? Oh no, oh no. Liger, guys. Liger. Well, time to go through the stages of grief, guys. I suppose there's going to be more single summon tickets from the event. There's we can earn a tenfold in a few days' time when the new difficulty of the event battles are released. But for now, we are stuck with no cat. I believe we've spent somewhere in the realms of like 500 summons. No cat, guys. It's never enough. Now I understand why Donkey might save almost 5,000 summons to guarantee Magisa. Magisa? I don't even know anymore. If you're watching this, Donkey, I understand. Well guys, who knows, maybe I'll make a Eugene Styx video, sweet baby Jesus. Eugene Styx? Eugene... no, Catherine Styx? My goodness. Well, as always guys, thank you very much for watching until the end. Suppose we'll skip to this point. You'll skip to this point, see all the duplicates. No Ketchi in the new polls, and you'll see just how much I've spent to get to this point. Yeah. Well, Cygames still isn't convincing me to open up my wallet. And that's, you know, their failing, right? It's unfortunate that I can bank up this many resources, but I suppose it's at this point where those with weaker wills would bust open the wallet and be like, yep, gonna spend a couple $100 to get like another 100 summons or something. Just isn't worth it for me from a financial standpoint, especially since I've lost my job. But hey, such is life. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching, stay safe, and I wish you luck in your upcoming polls.